smiled. Action.
Today on Refined, General Hospital like you've never seen it before.
I didn't cut it out of her. It wasn't violent like that. It came out and I took it.
Refined takes you behind the scenes of the drama at Port Charles.
Ready for it.
Well, this time, I'm one step ahead of you.
Then a bombshell on set.
So here's your lines for today.
Oh, I have lines?
Yeah.
Do I really?
Didn't they tell you?
My world gets turned upside down when I go from TV host to soap star.
Just learn your damn line.
Learn the damn line. Okay, I think I can do that.
Plus, the famous faces that passed through the hospital doors and the others that got passed up.
And actors that auditioned that did not get cast were...
Get ready for some serious soap dish.
I'm Michelle Stafford. I play Nina on General Hospital. Seattle Refined starts now.
Welcome to a special Seattle Refined. I'm Gord Swanson. Well, brace yourself. We're admitting you to General Hospital. For the next half hour, you will get exclusive access to the iconic soap and relive some of the craziest storylines from the last 5 decades. And whether you're a fan or not, you have to admit that characters know how to keep things interesting in Port Charles.
Listen.
Action.
Mind if I join you?
1A is going to be on camera 4. All right, here we go. He smiled.
General Hospital is the granddaddy of all soap operas. So I jumped at the chance to get full access to the cast and crew.
Hi, guys. Squeeze in. How's it going?
I'm great. How you doing?
Ready for?
83.
Ready for.
Now we just make sure he stands next to Lulu.
The drama at General Hospital started back in 1963, making it the longest-running U.S. soap in production.
You promise I won't be awful looking for the rest of my life?
And since then, it's racked up serious accolades. Luke and Laura's 1981 wedding remains the most watched episode in soap history at 30 million viewers.
You may kiss the bride.
Believe it or not, Luke and Laura still pop up on the show, along with longtime character Bobby Spencer.
I even tried calling my brother Luke, who I haven't seen in ages, but he can't help her out either.
You are iconic here.
Thank you.
That is so cool, isn't it?
Well, the show's been on for, what, over 50 years. I'm celebrating 40 this year. 40 years
That's a
as
long
a grown-up?
time.
That's as long when you say you've done anything. 40 years as a grown-up. And I've adored every minute of it. It's wonderful. It's truly wonderful.
I've actually been on the show a shorter time than most. I've only been on 3 years. And, you know, a lot of people have been here, gosh, like 25 years, 20 years. But I watched it when I was younger. I watched this show, so it's wild to be on it. It's really wild for me.
This one's one of the sweetest things I've ever met in my life. So yeah, she plays my daughter, and as far as I'm concerned, the story is about this one.
What a wonderful surprise.
Flowers are my favorite.
I know she comes across as disingenuous and self-centered. Sorry, that's my job, right?
So tell me about this guy.
I've had 3 dads.
Oh, you have? And this is your third one?
3rd or 4th? 3rd.
You can't give away storylines on television, okay?
I mean, you keep these storylines going and going, and it's nonstop, and you still have a huge audience.
Well, we have terrific writers, Gene Passanante and Shelley Altman. They're really, really bright and smart and always come up with really fun stuff. And, you know, I think a lot of times what we do is we see what the actors are doing with the material that we've given them, and then we play off of that. We see something in that, or we see a chemistry or a connection that works, and that can sometimes fuel the writers to just keep going. I mean, it's tough, but so far we've been managing to do it.
And sometimes the connection goes beyond the set.
We have family, you know what I mean? Everybody's really connected. It goes, people always say the big question, oh, is there crossover? Hell yeah. Because we're together, you know, we grow together.
I didn't sabotage nothing.
I would never.
The crazy storylines have kept General Hospital at the top of the soap pile for decades.
And the Emmy goes to General Hospital. All right. General Hospital ABC.
It's won the most Emmys for Outstanding Daytime Drama, cleaning up at the awards again this year. Actress Laura Wright was also nominated this year for her gut-wrenching performance of a mom losing her son in a fatal car crash.
Sonny killed my son! Jason!
Someone asked me, gosh, what if you wouldn't have been nominated? Aren't you so excited? Because it was a pretty rough year of storyline. And I thought, well, whether I'm nominated or not, whether I win or not, it doesn't change how incredible the experience was to tell that story.
So this is it. This is really the heart of the wardrobe, isn't it?
This is Wardrobe Central.
Man,
so
look at
this
this.
is where all of the clothing for each day that we tape is pulled.
Look at that thing.
We have, stock from the 80s, and you'll go back and we write the names of the characters, in the clothing. You'll look back and go, oh my gosh, Laura from Luke and Laura wore this in 1987.
Where's the wedding dress of Laura's? That's what I need to see.
The wedding dress is probably stored at our ABC studio costume department.
We did some research on Laura's wedding dress, and rumor has it, years ago, someone actually stole the dress from the General Hospital studio before it went to the Smithsonian Museum. We may never see it again. Now, as for my time on set, I got to experience the GH drama firsthand as I prepared to be an extra on the soap. And it turns out the executive producer had bigger plans for me. All right, here we go. This is my huge debut. It's gigantic. Look, General Hospital actually looks like a real hospital. I'm going to be making, yes, my first appearance ever on that soap opera. All right, come on, follow me. Let's go check it out.
Hey there.
Hey, I just checked in. They said go to wardrobe.
Well, you're here. You've arrived.
So I'm playing a patron in a restaurant.
All right.
So I brought this from home. What do you think?
Wow, you look great.
Shh, I get my own dressing room. I don't know whose that is, but check out mine. Wow, look at this. I got a closet in here. I got a rock lamp. Ooh, I got a television. And oh yeah, the couch. Whew, I could definitely get used to this lifestyle.
My nerves were pretty calm. Until the executive producer dropped a bomb on me.
So here's your lines for today.
Oh, I have lines?
Yeah.
Do I really?
Didn't they tell you?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so like right now, I'm petrified. Just so you know.
Really? Why? Don't you talk? Is
All
your
the
show
time.
silent?
No.
So come on, you're gonna be great.
So it's Nina. It was great running into you. Give my best to your family.
Yeah. People say that.
Okay. Nina, it was great running into you. Give my best to your family. Is that right? Nina, it was great running into you. Give my best to your family.
Guard Watson, please come to makeup.
Oh my gosh. Nina, it was great running into you. Give my best to your family.
After makeup, it was time to head to the studio.
Action guard.
Okay. Hey Nina, it was great running into you. Give my best to your family.
Okay, let's try it one more time. Action.
Nina, it was great running into you. Give my best to your family.
I will. Thank you, Gerard.
Was that it?
I know.
Wow.
It's empty. You feel empty inside, don't you?
Was that the scene?
No. That was just rehearsal.
Camera 2, can you come over and give me like a bust reaction shot of guard?
I only get 2 rehearsals before lights, camera, action.
Fido. How'd I do that? Look good?
Really?
Good? Oh, I knew it. So we've had 2 rehearsals. Talked to Frank. He's the main guy here. He relaxed me a little bit, and now we're gonna tape for real coming up. Just a couple minutes.
And action.
Hey Nina, it was great seeing you. Give my best to your family.
Oh, yeah, I will. I'll do that. Good to see you, Gerard.
Frank, is that it for me?
Hey, guard, thank you very much.
Hey, how'd I do?
Excellent.
Everybody.
Very well.
I was really impressed. They just gave you the line, you memorized it quickly, you sat there, you really looked at the knife and fork like a normal patron would do.
Put my napkin in my lap.
Yeah, I know, you were impressive.
How did my acting go out there? I had a couple lines.
I thought you were great, man. I was willing to give you a couple of mine after a second, Cool. So come back and join us anytime. It would be a pleasure to have you back.
You allowing me to be on your set, even to walk on it and have a couple lines. I mean, it's huge for me, and I certainly appreciate that.
Well, we're not doing it for you, Guard. We're doing it for the Seattle fans. This is just our way of thanking them.
Excellent.
Refine's all-access pass to General Hospital is just getting started.
And give away storylines on television, okay?
I go even deeper with the Emmy Award-winning stars of the soap. Plus, the casting director spills secrets of the set.
And actors that auditioned that did not get cast were...
And we'll tell you which actor's dad is a famous rock star. Seattle Refined will be right back.
Welcome back to Refined, our special General Hospital edition. We're giving you full behind-the-scenes access to the iconic soap. And now it's really starting to sizzle. The all-star cast shared their secrets about their crazy lives on and off the set.
Can't give away storylines on television, okay? Shh.
Is another injection really necessary?
Let's be honest, the best part about General Hospital are the bizarre plots.
The craziest storyline is when I wanted a woman's child. I felt like I was owed her child, and I gave her drugs to put her into labor, and then I took her child out of her womb.
Michael? He's awake, he's talking.
From comas to coming back from the dead a few times, General Hospital has wowed daytime audiences with wild storylines for more than 50 years. And no one knows that better than Jacqueline Zeman, a.k.a. Bobby Spencer.
Really important phone call, so I think I'm just going to wait around.
Do you have a favorite moment? Storyline?
People have told me we did BJ's Heart storyline some years ago, which I think has stayed with people over the years for a very long time. So that's way up there as far as being something important that was emotional and sentimental for the audience.
I want Maxie to have BJ's heart. Oh no.
Just tell me about learning lines real quick.
We have really good short-term memory. Like, you know, like if you asked me to get out of my car, like later tonight at 8 o'clock and do the scenes again, I'd have to learn them again.
Yeah, I know you've been on the show a long time, but how exciting is it? And does it ever wear off? I mean, this is a iconic show.
No, when Jackie came on set this morning, I was sitting for a rehearsal. I thought, I'm working with Jackie Zeman. I really thought that this morning because I used to watch the show, and now to know that we play mother and daughter, and we have this really great, honest, real relationship. It's so it never gets old. I mean, Luke Spencer's my uncle. I mean, come on.
I pronounce that they are husband and wife.
Luke and Laura are one of the most powerful couples in soap history, but fans love the villains too.
And after all this time, I'm one step ahead of you.
Valentine Cassadine, who is played by James Patrick Stewart, is becoming one of the most evil characters on daytime TV. You seem like a very chill guy, but you play kind of more of a bad guy on the show. How is that? Is it tough to get into character?
No, it's not tough. I mean, the bad guy situation is just basically, for me, a guy who feels he's gotten the short end of the stick a few too many times.
What fans may not know is James comes from a famous background.
Some people may remember Chad and Jeremy from the 60s. My father's Chad Stewart. He was one of the writers of a song called Summer Song, which went to #1 back in, I think, 66. And
remember how it goes?
Trees swaying in the summer breeze.
Showing up the silver leaves as we walked by. Soft kisses on a summer's day.
My earliest memories are hanging out with, his publicist was the publicist for the Beatles. So I remember George Harrison when he looked like It from the Muppet Show. It was a cool time to see the music scene in the 60s and early 70s.
Yeah. You still love talking about it.
Yeah, well, I'm proud of my dad, I'm proud of my family.
Why don't you go play?
James also has a soft spot for his TV daughter as well.
We spent a lot of time together, you know what I mean? And at first, when I'm away from my kids, and so this one sort of is the surrogate kid for a lot of us, She gets a lot of love from a lot of the parents on the floor.
Hey, Charlotte. So you play Charlotte on the show?
Yeah.
But your name's Scarlett, and that gets confusing sometimes.
Really confusing. Sometimes I'm not even talking about General Hospital, and my mom calls me Charlotte. I'm like...
So your mom goofs it up sometimes. And do they goof it up on set?
Sometimes we're in the middle of a scene, and they call me Scarlett, and we have to start the whole thing over.
Oh, that's a bummer. Camera 2. Coming up, the Emmy Award-winning casting director gets candid with Refined, the most memorable guest stars, and the big names they passed up on.
Welcome back to Refined in our special General Hospital edition. Spending time on the set of the legendary show was absolutely amazing. But it was talking with the casting director and the executive producer where we really got the soap dish.
General Hospital has serious star power. A lot of big names have passed through the fictional town of Port Charles over the last 5 decades.
Well, at least I was right.
That includes Demi Moore, Roseanne Barr, Elizabeth Taylor, and James Franco.
That would be the question. When James Franco appeared on the show, that was an idea hatched by the producers and the writers, and it was something he was looking for. He came to us, he was looking to appear on a soap.
Maybe my finale will be the beginning of something worse for you.
Mark Teschner is the Emmy Award-winning casting director for General Hospital.
I've read up to 850 people for one role. You know, I tell actors you might not get the role, and it might be the best thing that ever happened to you. Just because you don't get cast on General Hospital, if you're talented, there may be other opportunity down the road. In the mid-'80s, I was casting a soap opera called Loving, and actors that auditioned that did not get cast were Julia Roberts.
Really?
Marcia Gay Harden.
Wow.
Gina Gershon, Jennifer Aniston, Matt LeBlanc.
Didn't make the cut?
They weren't right for the role, but you know what? They were all talented.
I will sell this house today.
And I loved Annette Bening when she read, and we tried to test her. She changed her mind and felt it wasn't the right fit, and it worked out really well for her. I remember years ago reading Paul Walker when he first got to LA. I mean, if I go back into my files once in a while, I'm like, oh my gosh, I read that actor, I forgot.
Crystal.
All right, here we go, we're rolling.
But when it comes to calling the shots on set, the man in charge is Frank Valentini. He worked alongside legendary soap creator Agnes Nixon on One Life to Live before heading to General Hospital.
Agnes, when you talk, she's like the god when it comes to soaps, right?
Absolutely, and one of the most amazing people I've ever met. So wise and so knowledgeable, not just about soaps, but about storytelling and relationships and how to, really capture the audience's attention and imagination.
She'd be proud of you, wouldn't she?
I hope so. I'd like to think she would be.
But what did that mean to you when you were going to take over the show?
Well, I mean, this is the crown jewel of ABC Daytime, and it was such a huge responsibility to think about coming into a whole new crew and a whole new set of actors, because I had worked most of my career at One Life to Live, and when I came in, everyone was very welcoming. And
different textures. Everyone works hard on General Hospital, but we have to hand it to wardrobe. They have one of the most difficult jobs around.
The show's been around for 50+ years, and we've definitely have acquired all this clothing. Here we have literally all of Sonny's suits. We still have more suits out there that need to be fit on him.
So this is Tracy Quartermain's wardrobe, and she has a pretty distinct style. She always wore very, elaborate blazers or longer house coats.
How many outfits do you have here? When you're talking about scrubs, dresses, pants, suits, what do you have here? How many? Ballpark it for me.
I couldn't even guess. There's so much. And we have accessories as well. So we have purses, and we have anything that they need in terms of like bras. We have our bra wall here.
That's a big closet for bras.
That's a lot of bras. So any color, any size, any style, we got it. On-camera bras, because they have to be very specific.
Yeah.
So we've got like our shoe wall, our coats.
Yeah, I kind of like that pinstripe one. Look at that. And you love your job.
I do. I really do. I love the people I work with. You'll notice when you go around and talk to people, it's like we're just a big family, and we spend a lot of time here. So we spend a lot of time with each other, and it definitely becomes a second family.
Nina, it was great running into you.
Coming up, the moments we didn't want you to see from our trip to General Hospital.
Yeah, I'm a big deal.
Rachel.
We are wrapping up our special Seattle Refined on General Hospital, and a huge shout out to the cast and crew, especially the executive producer, Frank Valentini, for giving us full access to the soap. Now, before we go, here are some moments from our GH visit that we saved from the cutting room floor.
Well, I did find one thing that I thought you might like. Everyone wears them here at the GH.
Well, you know what's beautiful about that? That's my color. Nina, it was great running into you. Give my best to your family. Nina, it was great running into you. Give my best to your family. You know Nina?
Yeah.
You don't have a line right now? I got a line on this show.
Oh, nice. I'm so excited for you. Congratulations.
And I didn't even know it. Do you think my little scene here will be as big as Luke and Laura's wedding? Kind of feeling right now like I'm a big deal. Yeah, I'm a big deal. I just need a little rest, so you might have to go away for a while. Thanks.